Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, November 21st. A lot of people ask me, Brian, how do you stay so svelte? How do you stay so thin? 37, aren't you worried about putting on weight? Well, it's easy, man. You start with a nice apple pastry in the morning, and then you just keep eating throughout the day. Then you just keep eating throughout the day and eating throughout the day until it's time to go for a run, and then you run off all those calories. Easy. Look at that. Warmed it up a little in the microwave. It came apart a little, but I'm going to get into that. Devour that. Doesn't it make your mouth water? So now that I'm fueled up with a little apple pastry, the wife made those last night. Fell asleep before I had time to get into them, but it was delicious morning breakfast. I'm going to get busy taking photos and getting inventory ready to list this week. Got a couple stacks waiting for me on the stairwell. I'm going to get busy. I did polish up these Nordstrom boots, got them looking fresh and ready to go online. Did some comps, they looks like they're selling for about $50. There's two up, and the lowest price is $50. So mine are just as good as what is up there, so I think I'm going to ask $50 for mine as well. There they are, a couple nice pair of shoes I picked up yesterday at the Goodwill. These are their Nordstrom boots, polished those up. And wipe down these sneakers here. These are Adidas. I'm not sure exactly of the model. I'll have to look that up. It's on the tongue there, but I got these looking pretty good. Put some shoe polish on them. They had a little stain here, but I buffed that out. It's looking pretty nice. So I think I'm going to ask $50 for those and do the comps on these. I'm not sure what those are, but I bought those pretty cheap, so gonna get those listed. So if you watched yesterday's video, you saw that I had 4 stacks of new inventory. I kind of compiled those into 2 stacks. The cheaper stuff in the first stack that I'm gonna get up early today and tomorrow, and then the more expensive stuff I'll probably list later in the week. Let me give you guys a look. So there's stack 1. I think I paid $2 to $3 for that stack, and then up there is the more expensive stuff. Paid probably $4 to $5 for that stuff. So I'm going to get this stuff photographed right now. A couple more shoes ready to be listed once I get some more sales and some room in the store. But these nice cleats and these nice, are these Brooks? Yeah, Brooks Glycerin 19s in great condition. And of course, this was the find of the day. $1.49 we paid for this. This is the little baby avatar toy that retails for upwards of $100. Not sure what I'm going to list it for. But let me know in the comments what you think I should list it for. Check it out. Do a search for a silicone baby avatar toy and see how much those are going for and what you think I should sell this one for. Yeah, when I looked that toy up in the thrift, I was a little surprised at what they were asking for them. Big money, upwards of $100. Some of them come from China, all different types, but the sell-through rate wasn't that great, and they looked at the solds and they're not, meaning they're not getting what they're asking. You know, they're not getting $100 for them, but I could price mine somewhere in the middle there. I don't know what to price it right now, but take a look at those and let me know what you guys think. Look at my last 4 YouTube videos. That bottom one there got 255 views. That's the one about Dolly Parton and the new rock CD. But we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I've been getting those vlogs out on a daily basis, and I think YouTube's starting to pay attention. The views are starting to go up a little bit, so that's always good news. Just got to get a few more subscribers to jump on board, and it'll help me get to that 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours. That's the goal within the next year, to get this channel monetized. So as you can see, I got the lights on, ready to take pictures. Gonna get all of this, the first stack photographed, as well as those 2 pair of shoes, and prepare myself for a good day of listings. Had some auctions ending this morning, no sales really yet. I think 1 item sold, but I'll show you that in a minute. There you see it. The shoes are photographed. The first stack is photographed. Step 1 in the process is complete. We got a fresh stack of new inventory ready to go up into my stores this week. Gonna get started. First, let's check out what's sold. If you guys watched yesterday's video, you know that I stayed up late working until about 10 o'clock. Had a couple orders come in, 2 orders for $80. So I'm not expecting a lot this morning. I had 1 order overnight. Let me give you guys a look.
1 order for $12.77.
There it is. This is an old one. Sold for $12.77. As you can see, it's taken on the carpet. That's how I know it's old. Looks like this was listed December 1st, 2021. So it's been in the store for quite some time. Let's see, what is this? It's a Charter Club long sleeve solid magenta pink corded sweater, V-neck, keyword cotton. So winter's here, they're buying those sweaters, little cotton sweater going out the door, $12.77 sold. So I like to see some of this old inventory going out the door. That thing's been in the store for 2 years, which is way too long to be sitting there collecting fees. So I'm going to grab that from inventory, make some space for this fresh inventory, get rid of it. Out the door, $12 and change. Let's go get it. Here it is. We're gonna get some shipping on this and get ready for the customer. We got that shipping label ready. We're gonna put that on the package and get it ready for the customer. So it always feels good to get that first order packed and ready for the customer, get it out the door. Then you can get concentrated on getting those new listings online. I've got these nice shoes here that I'm gonna get listed right away. Hopefully get those online and make some of my money back from that big buy yesterday. $147 I spent yesterday, so I gotta make that back quick if I want to get into the profit for this week. Been getting some good listings up. I got my orders packaged. Time for some lunch, and then I'm gonna check out what is in the small store. Haven't looked at that yet. Maybe we have some sales over there. Let me take a look in a second here. The long sleeve dress shirts are starting to sell. It's that time of year. Had one sell just recently. Let's take a look at what's sold.
Sold for $21.39. Let's take a look.
Like I said, $21 and change. What is this? This is a Knightsbridge red, actually burgundy red, pocket dress shirt, long sleeve, button front XL, extra large. So there it is. They're getting ready for winter. All these long sleeve shirts are starting to move. If you don't have them listed, you better get them listed. Christmas is almost here. Just logged into my small store. Looks like we had 4 sales overnight for $52.66. Looks like a polo shirt sold, an Under Armour shirt, another polo shirt, and some more Christmas cards. Let me show you guys what sold.
There you see it, 4 sales for $52.66.
First item sold for $10.81. It's a large Calvin Klein gray polo shirt, short sleeve cotton man's top. Calvin Klein, always a brand you can count on to sell. Second item sold for $15.84. It's a large long sleeve Under Armour black nylon polyester spandex blend mock turtleneck top. So winter is here. Those mock turtlenecks are starting to move out the door. This was the cold gear version. They always have the sizing on the back of the neck there. Definitely move some Under Armour this time of year. Third item to sell, sold for $11.99. What is it? It's a large Claiborne Access yellow cotton polyester polo shirt, short sleeve men's. There it is, Claiborne. Give you guys a look at the tag there. This is the Access brand of Claiborne. There it is. Finally, for $14.02, this was Image Arts Holiday Christmas Cards. 18 boxed envelopes with the envelopes, Happy Merry Christmas. As you can see, these cards were $4.99 on sale. It says, I got them out of a storage unit. They have those puppies on front. And it says, have a warm, happy, merry little Christmas inside. There it is. There's the inside message. So an item like that, even if it says $4.99 on the box, it doesn't really matter. You can price it whatever you want, you know, when you consider shipping and everything. This one sold for $14.02, so much more than $4.99 that was on the box. I'm going to grab those 4 orders from inventory. Here they are, pulled from inventory, ready for shipping. It's about 3 o'clock right now. I'm gonna print some shipping for those, get shipping on them, and then I'm probably gonna head out, try to get a run in today. So I'm trying to sneak out of the house, and of course one more sale slips in. Let me show you what sold. This item sold for $11.99. Let me give you guys a look. Toys, toys, Mickey, and more toys. So a little toy lot. Let's give a look at what this was called. This is a lot of 7 girls' toys. Mickey Mouse, troll, ponies, car, dog, plastic plush. So a little bit of everything. $11.99 sold. So that was a nice little toy lot. I'm going to grab that from inventory, get some shipping on it, and hopefully get out the door in time to get to the park and get a nice run in. So let's make it happen. Alright, there we have it. A tote nearly full of inventory packages, orders ready to go to the post office. So I'm going to drop those off. So it's about 4 o'clock now. It's actually surprisingly warm outside. So I got to hustle a little before it gets dark. But I'm going to head to the post office, drop off these orders, and then head to Lake Padden. Alright, as you saw, we made it here to Lake Padden. Oh, lights went out. We made it here to Lake Padden, and that's the problem we're having. It's dark out, so I'm going to run the light side of the lake, probably get a couple miles in. Not the full 2.6, but we're going to get something in. That's the problem with it getting darker earlier. It's probably dark around 4:30, and it's a little bit of 4:45 right now, so a little too dark for the back side of the lake, but I think this the light side will be alright. So we're gonna hit that trail before it gets any darker and get that mileage in. Alright, good news, got 2+ miles in. I went all the way from the bathroom area here all the way to the dog park. Took that trail, if you're familiar with that trail, up the hill and back down the regular trail. Came all the way back past the tennis courts to the dock over there, and then back to the car. So easily over 2 miles. Not the 2.6 I'd hoped for, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It was actually a pretty decent run, nice and warm, with a little breeze, and you tend to run a little faster when it's dark out. So there were still people out there on the trail, so I wasn't alone, but definitely do as I say, not as I do. I wouldn't recommend running in the dark like this. You turn an ankle or something, could be bad news, but I know these trails pretty well, so I'm not really that worried about doing something like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head down to the water, give you guys a look. We might as well. We're supposed to be out of here at dusk, but let's live dangerous, right? Let's go check it out, and then we'll head home. As you can see, there's still some light out here. The bathroom lights are still on. Slow down so I can get in focus there. Yeah, the bathroom lights are still on, so you're not completely without light out here, but it's pretty pitch dark. I'm gonna head down to the water, give you guys a look. This will be a good test of the Sony camera. You can see how it does in these low light conditions. Not sure if we'll be able to see anything, but let's give it a try. So here's a look at the lake with the bathroom lights. As you can see, you can't see hardly anything. Let's get down to that water and see if there's any change. Here's the sign kind of lit up by the bathroom lights. I'm zoomed all the way out. You can't really see anything. There's no moon out tonight, so we don't have even that light. You can see the far area over there. That's the dog park area. And you can see that airplane light blinking over there. But you could probably hear the water. Let's get a little closer. Here it is, audio only. You can probably not see anything. But I'm right here at the water's edge. Use your imagination. That wind's blowing pretty good, so you can hear those waves. So as you can see, there's not much to show you tonight. I'll probably just head on home and do some more work. Gotta head home and hit the showers. So lesson learned, if you want to get out to Lake Padden and get a decent run in before it gets dark, you gotta leave the house about 3:30 these days. Gets dark about 4:30, 4:45. So let's plan on that for the future. Not a bad run given the conditions. Got the mileage in. Heart rate up and feel pretty decent about it. So I'm gonna go home, do some more work, maybe do another segment of Brian Reads the News, maybe look for a few more bolos, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying to keep it fun, do some entertainment stories and that sort of thing, not get into the too serious news, but hopefully you guys enjoy those little segments. Alright, I made it home, got showered up, and ready for another segment of your favorite segment and mine. Brian Reads the News. Let's take a look at the headlines today. Karate Kid stars Ralph Macchio, Jackie Chan join forces for first joint film. Big news. By Brian Alexander of USA Today. So Macchio and Chan joining forces for first joint film. Big news. Let's get into this. Article says Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan are bringing their Karate Kid worlds together into one movie. Macchio, 62, and martial arts star Chan, 69, who starred in Karate Kid movies decades apart, will join forces to star in a new franchise film coming to theaters December 13th, 2024. Quote, "We're starring in a new Karate Kid movie together," Macchio said in a Sony Studios video released Tuesday. "That is big news," Chan said in the video, before announcing a global search for the young new star of the upcoming film. Quote, "So let's wax on, wax off everybody," Macchio said to end the video, quoting the famed Karate Kid line from Mr. Miyagi, played by late Pat Morita. The new Karate Kid film, which does not have a title, will be directed by Jonathan Entwistle, and will fuse the two separate films' worlds together. Macchio, of course, started off the franchise with 1984's Karate Kid and its successors, The Karate Kid Part 2, The Karate Kid Part 3, as well as reprising his role of Daniel LaRusso in the critically acclaimed Netflix series Cobra Kai. Karate Kid first featured Macchio as young Daniel, who trained with Mr. Miyagi to avoid harassment and learn how to defend himself from local bullies in his new town. Academy Award winner Chan starred as Miyagi's counterpart at Mr. Han in 2010's Karate Kid reboot with Jaden Smith. So Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan coming together for another Karate Kid movie. I don't know. I'd watch it, I guess. What surprises me more is that there's only 5 years difference between them. 62 and 67. They're getting up there in age, but they both look pretty good still. I think the success of the movie will depend on who they get to play the lead role. So we'll wait and see what they get into with casting of that one. They gotta find the right person for the job, I guess. So that was a fast little article. I think we'll do another one, but first let's search Karate Kid on eBay and see what is out there. When you search Karate Kid on eBay, it shows that there's 29,000 listings. 29,000 listings. When you search the sold listings, it shows that of that 29,000, 2,500 have sold in the last 90 days. So very small sell-through rate on that when there's 29,000 listed and only 2,500 have sold. But let's take a look at some of the top selling Karate Kid items. Top selling item is this one right here. It sold for $1,399.95. Let's see, it's a Pat Morita signed autograph 8x10 photo. JSA LOA Karate Kid. So you can see there, there's the autograph or the signature. It says, "Have a long, happy life." And it has here the letter of authenticity as well. Here's another one of the top selling items. Looks like some more memorabilia. This was a big movie back in the day. I know I love this movie. Let's see, what is this? This is a signed Karate Kid collection. Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, Martin Cove, and Bill Conti. This came from the UK. Accepted a best offer. They were asking $9.95, so it's sold somewhere in that range. Let's see what it looks like. They got the poster there with the signature with the All Valley Karate Championships. Looks like a signature there. Interesting. Lots of signed art here. Oh, that's a good scene right there. You remember that one? Yeah, good stuff. You guys remember that movie, the All Valley Championships? When the guy screamed out, "Put him in a body bag!"
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
That character was such a little weasel. It was easy to root against him. Cobra Kai. Look at this one, sold for over $1,200. A t-shirt here, the Karate Kid 1984 tournament. Vintage 1984 Karate Kid movie promo muscle shirt. Cult classic, Cobra Kai. So they do have a little clothing on here that we could keep an eye out for. I don't think we'd ever find another one of those, but $1,200, that's amazing for a little t-shirt. Has the date on there, Columbia Pictures, so it looks to be the legit thing. Oh, look at that on the signal tag. You don't see those very often. Look at that. That's what you're looking for if you want to find this one. Signal. So it looks like those old signed Karate Kid promo posters and maybe even some t-shirts if you could find them from back from 1984. Those are what's selling for big money. Definitely stuff to be on the lookout for if you ever come across it. So that article was kind of just a quick announcement. Let's try another one here. Here's a good one. Tracy Chapman, Blondie, Timbaland, and more nominated for 2024 Songwriters Hall of Fame. It's written by Mark Kennedy of the Associated Press. The article says everything from rap to yacht rock, country, and alt rock are represented among the nominees for the 2024 Songwriters Hall of Fame, with nods for Public Enemy, Steely Dan, Bryan Adams, George Clinton, Tracy Chapman, R.E.M., Blondie, Heart, and the Doobie Brothers. The ballot also includes Footloose singer-songwriter Kenny Loggins, Nashville hitmaker Hillary Lindsey, who helped write Girl Crush for Little Big Town, and producer-writer Timbaland, the mastermind behind Justin Timberlake's Sexy Back and Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On. Including on the list are the Losing My Religion R.E.M. quartet led by Michael Stipe, as well as sisters Ann and Nancy Wilson of Heart, who showed women could rock hard with songs like Barracuda and Crazy on You. Joining them is Adams with radio staples like Summer of '69 and Have You Really Loved a Woman, and Clinton, whose Parliament Funkadelic collective was hugely influential with hits like Atomic Dog and Give Up the Funk. Eligible voting members have until December 27th to turn in ballots with their choices of 3 nominees from the songwriter category and 3 from the performing songwriter category. The Associated Press got an early copy of the list. Debbie Harry, Chris Stein, and Clem Burke are nominated as Blondie, who gave the world the new wave hits Call Me and Rapture, and Chapman, whose Fast Car, originally released in 1988, won her 2 Grammys in '89 and a Country Music Association Award this year after being covered by Luke Combs. Adams, R.E.M., Blondie, and Doobie Brothers and Heart were also nominated last year but did not make the final cut. Last year inductees include Snoop Dogg, Gloria Estefan, Sade, Jeff Lynne, Glenn Ballard, Teddy Riley. The performing songwriters nominees this time include Canadian rock musicians Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings behind American Woman and These Eyes, and the Doobie Brothers, Tom Johnston, Patrick Simmons, Michael McDonald, with such classics as Listen to the Music and Lawn Train Running. David Gates, who sang with the band Bread, is up for a career that includes such songs as Everything I Own and Make It With You, while Public Enemy's Chuck D and Flavor Flav get nods for iconic tunes like Fight the Power and Bring the Noise. Somewhat surprisingly, Steely Dan, co-founded by Donald Fagen and the late Walter Becker, are not in the Hall despite being staple of classic rock with songs like Reelin' in the Years, Do It Again, and Hey 19. They went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2001. Other songwriter nominees who work behind the scenes include Maurice Starr, Candy Girl, Tony McCauley, Baby Now That I Found You, Dean Dillon, Tennessee Whiskey, Russell Brown, Sock It To Me Baby, Narada Michael Walden, How Will I Know, Roger Nichols, We've Only Just Begun, and the teams of Dennis Lambert and Brian Potter, Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got. Goes on to say, 2023 Songwriters Hall of Fame induction. Gloria Estefan performs with 11-year-old grandson. Loggins' Footloose is also a credit for nominated songwriter Dean Pritchford, who also co-wrote Fame and Holding Out for a Hero, and Tony McCauley, whose songs have been sung by Elvis Presley, Gladys Knight, and Tom Jones, is nominated for Baby Now That I Found You and Build Me Up Buttercup. The Songwriters Hall of Fame was established in 1969 to honor those creating the popular music. A songwriter with notable catalog of songs qualifies for induction 20 years after the first commercial release of the song. Some already in the hall include Carole King, Paul Simon, Billy Joel, John Bon Jovi, and Richie Sambora, Elton John, Bernie Taupin, Brian Wilson, James Taylor, Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty, Lionel Richie, Bill Withers, Neil Diamond, and Phil Collins. Tracy Chapman becomes the first black woman to win CMA Award 35 years after Fast Car debut. Interesting, it sounds like they got a lot of the right names nominated this year. I mean, I think all those people are pretty worthy of nomination. Tracy Chapman's always a good one. She had that legendary song, Fast Car, so you gotta put her on the list for sure. You got a picture of here at the article. She's still looking pretty good, those little cheekbones popping out. A little gray in the hair, but it looks pretty good. Considering. I was curious, so I googled it. Tracy Chapman is 59 years old. 59 years young. Look at that. Still looking good. For all those years. Was curious again. Did a quick search of Tracy Chapman on eBay. Looks like the top selling item is a sealed vinyl here. Let me show you. There it is. A sealed vinyl of Tracy Chapman Electra. This is from the UK. It looks like it sold for about $250 US, $199 their price. There was another one from Canada that also sold for a similar amount. So if you're browsing through the vinyl and you come across that sealed Tracy Chapman vinyl, you want to pick that up. That's probably worth about $250. Here's another one. They're calling it new, but it looks like it's been opened. It sold at auction for $148. 28 bids got bid up to 148, so we're looking at 150 to 250 for that vinyl. I don't know a lot about vinyl, but I'd imagine it has to be the first printing and on the Electra brand. That's what the ones I see that are selling for the big money. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that segment of Brian Reads the News and a few bolos there that are associated with those stories. I'm going to keep doing those, learn a little bit more about some different categories, some different subjects other than just clothing. But I'm going to get back into listing a little bit more. I had a few orders come in. Let me take a look at all that. Looks like one additional order was purchased and paid for. It sold for $17.73. It's a pair of Nike Golf Blue polyester spandex flat front men's dress shorts, size 36 waist by 11 inseam. Listed those on the 19th, so it sold after 2 days. Just 2 days online and those sold. So quick sale, I gotta love that. Good news, we sold another item. Let me show you what sold. We sold another Star Trek book. This one sold for $12.71. It's a Star Trek The Wounded Sky by Diane Duane book. Club edition 1983 hardcover. So this is an old hardcover Star Trek book from 1983. Part of a batch of these books that I got out of a storage unit. I was a huge collector of Star Trek. I got all his collectibles and all these books. They've been slowly, steadily selling. So the sell-through rate on those Star Trek books aren't that great, but they do sell at a pretty decent clip. I've got a bunch of them listed and they sell pretty regularly for me, so if you get a lot of Star Trek books somewhere at a garage sale or you can pick them up for cheap, it might be worth bringing them home and listing them periodically, just if you need another stream of bread and butter type revenue. They sell pretty quick. A lot of people are a fan of that show, and there's definitely a market for collectibles, and books are a big part of that. So it's about 9 o'clock now. I'm running out of steam a little bit, got a few more listings up, but I think I'm going to call this the end of the video. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you haven't yet, please take a second to hit that subscription button and ring that notification bell so you can become aware of all the latest videos as they drop. I've been doing a good job of getting vlogs out daily. I think I've got like 7 in a row now, so hopefully I can keep that streak going. I'll edit this one up in the morning, and at least we'll have 8 in a row. And after that, who knows? But hopefully you come back, you'll watch a few more videos and help me get a little closer to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time that I'm chasing. That's the goal, and that's where you need to get to in order to have your channel monetized. So I've been setting that as the goal and working towards it a little bit the last year. I'm about a fourth of the way there, approaching a fourth of the way there, so hopefully we can do it in the next year. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you'll be back next time, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.